The greatest war is between oneself. That's the greatest battlefield ever. Once you master yourself, you can master the universe. It takes everything out. It takes the ego out, like being bone cold, honest with yourself. It takes all the superficial shit out the equation. Like, I can't look at nobody and judge their situation or their circumstances because they only a face of the situation or the circumstance that they was in. Because most people live in survival mode anyway. No matter what we say, we live in survival mode. Even socially, I'm so busy like trying to make myself be better.
It's only two type of people on earth. It's real people and fake people. Real people do real things, fake people do fake things. That's how I determine what type of person you are. Like, I'm not condescending, I'm not none of that, but I do take accountability, and I'm very harsh and very firm with myself. Because if I'm not firm with myself and I don't beat myself up, the world will. The world is a very cruel place, but it also can be a very beautiful place if you allow it to be, with the proper mindset and perspective. Once we change our perspective, that's when miracles happen. So I gotta be hard on myself. So now it's like I do things that make me feel good. Working out makes me feel good. I'm addicted to it now. Mm-hmm. Before I work out in the morning, don't talk to me, I'm a grouch. I'm gonna curse everybody out. Just let me get this workout out the way, and then after that, hey, I'm good. I can be of service now. Those are rituals. Like, my morning ritual is working out. That's a ritual. That's one of my rituals in the morning. I gotta have my coffee, I gotta work out. I gotta get up in the morning, black coffee, cold shower, pray, stretch, work out. Then I can be of service. When I look in the mirror and I think back in retrospect, and I always wonder, I would hate to suffer with the regret of what if I only would have tried. You know in your soul that's supposed to be, we live by this, we die by this, we don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning. Yeah, I'm supposed to be there, but I am there.
Right.
Because everything I do is emulated. So I am there. I was chasing something that I already have. You know, and me standing on the side of certain people, if it's not authentic, you know, the authenticity always is gonna rule. The law of lenity states that whenever two opposing forces cannot come to an agreement, the lesser always rules the greater. And you know, I come as I am.
When we don't cater to our inner child, we start wanting things, bigger pacifiers, and desire is a lower frequency than even being angry. Because you always living like, I want this, I'm gonna be happy as soon as I get this, but why I can't be peaceful and joyful now? Live life. Why does it take other things? We just wanted a car. Now we gotta have a Rolls Royce. Then I can be happy after I get those things, and I feel like nothing external adds value.
But I want y'all to know this is the ceremony. We are not our past. We are only the face of the circumstances and the decisions that we make. We still got today and tomorrow to become great. It came from the celestial court above. When a student ready to learn, the teacher will appear. I can't really speak on what it is that I underwent, but when the student is truly ready to learn, I'm talking about pure of heart. When you say, man, I done had enough, I'm sick of this, the teacher will appear. And guess how the teacher gonna come? Might come like you. You gonna receive this information, these downloads. It's like putting a piece of a puzzle together. You're on a journey. That's why you can't judge nobody and shun people, because you never know who gonna hold the next key for this puzzle. But me saying, I ain't about to go do no yoga, but once I started doing yoga, it speared me into a different direction. Had I not did it, I wouldn't be nowhere close to where I'm at right now. So that was a piece of the puzzle, a small piece of the puzzle. I can achieve whatever I want to just through the act of breathing, something that we don't do because we operate out of fight or flight. So by helping the world heal, I found my mission. When I help the world heal, especially men, I in turn really help myself heal, because I talk to myself every day, all day. Self-discipline, self-restraint equals self-respect, and self-respect equals self-confidence. So if you show me a man that say I'm disciplined, I'm gonna show you my discipline right now based on just looking at my body. I'm gonna show you, you can see my discipline when I walk in the room because I am the message that I bring. A person that's not empowering themselves cannot empower me. Habits, habits, habits. And I'm big on habits. You have to sacrifice your old life for your new life. Every time you on your purpose, that's when all the distractions come. When I'm trying to call and see people, don't nobody got time for me. Like, as soon as it's payday, everybody call you. They know they just, that's like, right. They got a a magic pinger or a blinker or something that let them know that you just got some money or your energy up. That's when all the distractions come, when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. When you pleasure driven, you develop addictions. And what I mean by that is any feeling gonna get old to you. So you're gonna constantly be chasing a greater feeling. That's why people become addicted to drugs or whatever they become addicted to. I done became addicted to things that's gonna raise my frequency, such as working out and fitness and things of that nature. So that's what I mean by if you purpose driven and you stay on your purpose.
Bad thing, but it's really a beautiful thing. I have body dysmorphia. So you could tell me I look good, but I remember being 300 pounds and I could probably say I never had surgery or anything. I put in the work, and with that work, it comes with discipline. Like all of my friends that had surgery, they back fat. They back fat because they didn't acquire the discipline. But I could say that proudly, like I'm always working on myself. And that's because I honor the commitments I make to myself. I respect myself. I have to be successful before anything else could be successful. I have to be okay before I can concern myself with any causes or anybody else, because I'm not good yet. I'm always gonna be a work in progress. And that's what keep me honest. And that's what keep me, before I point the finger at somebody and say, hey, you could be doing this better and you could be doing this better. No, what could I be doing better? Before I fix my mouth to judge anybody, what is it that I could be doing to make myself better? Even if I pull out to go to the gym, damn, I ain't make my bed, I already failed. I go back to the house and make my bed. I gotta look in the mirror and fix that first, and look around my house and fix that first, and fix what's around me first before I could involve myself with these false causes. Because if I'm not honest with myself, it's a false cause. I'm just doing that to distract myself from myself, to feel like, hey, Kevin, you did a good job. Hey, you did good. No, you didn't. Because you didn't honor the commitments you made to yourself first. You failed yourself first. How could you help anybody else? How could you empower others when you're not empowering yourself? I ask myself that every day. Like, I can't cheat myself because I'm going to know I cheated. I'm going to know. And guess what? I'm going to be trying to swag it. I'm going to be trying to say, look at my ice and look at all that. I'm going to be trying to come up with things to make you not pay attention to the fact that I ain't been honoring my commitments.
The authenticity always is gonna rule. I noticed, like with all of my old friends, since I started making like conscious and healthy decisions, I didn't have to set healthy boundaries. The boundaries set themselves. I go to bed at 7 or 8 p.m. I don't go to clubs. I don't drink. I don't smoke. That weeded out a lot of friends. There you go with that health. But you know what they be saying? Man, you look good, bro.
Yeah.
Man, what I gotta do? If I'm in the room with me, you gotta get in tune with me. I'm a lifestyle curator.
Yeah.
I'ma give it to you, cause guess what? Nothing was ever given. We could get to any number you want to, but we got to start at one. The turtle always win the race. That's what I tell people. If my house dirty, that's just the external, but that's a reflection of the internal. See, when everything in order around me, that's a reflection of the internal. So how I do anything is how I do everything. I gotta hold myself accountable. Come on, universal law governs all events. It ain't take no time, but I gotta trick what I do now. I'd rather just be disciplined, because if I cheat my way, cheaters never win. I'ma hold myself accountable.
That's right.
I'm thankful that I caught myself, because I was headed for destruction.
Were you depressed?
Some that's a cry for help when you see somebody going to the gym 3-4 times a day. Something not right with him, but something wasn't right with me. And as men, we'll go to the gym and just kill ourselves and hurt ourselves in the gym to keep from hurting somebody else. It's a lot of men that suffer in silence. They come up to me, they hug me in the gym, they cry right there when they see me, because I see you.
Amen.
I see what you're going through.
When you say suffer in silence, do you know how powerful that is?
We do. It's a
talking-
lot of us that suffer
Yeah.
in silence. Like, we suffer in silence to get the things that we think we want. But everybody want what they don't want.
And we want what we don't need too.
Yeah, we don't really want those things. We just think we want it. But when you love what you have everything you need. I had got to a point in my life to where I was like, I don't think I'm really beneficial to nobody no more. You know, I don't. I feel like I'm just a problem. There's always something I could do better. Look, I'm gonna just go and get out the way. Y'all just live off the money. Everybody gonna be straight anyway without me. It's cool. So the day that I was going, I was at the gym. I had worked out real good. So I'm leaving out the gym. A white dude, he just texted me not too long ago. I'm leaving out the gym. And he said, excuse me, can I approach you? I said, yeah. Then he went on to tell me, your music is the only thing that makes this crazy world make sense. I'm laughing because I know I'm about to do something gangster. You know how you be joking when you about to do something gangster, but you know, the world's a cruel place, you know? The world could be a cruel place, you know? Trust me, I know. I'm telling him like that, just kind of joking. He was like, yeah, like your music kept me from myself. I said, I'm gonna just tell you, you're the only person I'm letting know this. I said, I'm about to go stretch myself right now. I'm about to go push it out. He crying, telling me, don't do this. Because if you do this, a lot of people gonna go behind you. And I was like, you know what? I haven't told anybody. I guess I'll stick around for a little while. I walked outside and told God, I guess that's a sign. I'm gonna give it 3 days. And in them 3 days, that's when life started changing for me. Because I was off Instagram, I was engaging with the world. I got to see that I was really loved. I really meant something. I'm not about to sit around for you to come pat me in my ass and all that and tell me it's gonna be okay, Kevin, little Kevin, and that's not what the world gonna do, Kevin. So I can't talk about what nobody else going through. I gotta hold myself accountable. Rehab is for quitters. I can't get up there and say, now some people gonna say, that's up. He said, no, I take self-accountability. It may sound harsh, but I'm gonna beat myself up so the world can't beat me up. Because the world is a cruel place. It can be a beautiful place if you allow it to be. Once your perspective changes, that's when miracles happen. But I don't need nobody. I don't need to go sit in front of nobody and they tell me, yeah, the first key is admitting you have a problem. I told myself I got a problem. I talk to myself. I'm in tune with myself. I talk to myself. People may say I'm crazy, but I'm winning. That's how I process things, is talking to myself. When I would walk in the room, I would look for the flaws in everybody in the room and I would expound on those flaws so no one would pay attention to me. I was projecting so no one would pay attention to me. But when I had my shirt off at the video shoot, everybody looking, they laughing, but it's one of them laughs like, you don't want me to see you laughing. And everybody fell out laughing at me. And I felt like the worst in the world. I was like, so it was anger, it was embarrassment, it was everything. And I couldn't be mad at everybody. And after that, that's what just made me say, you know what? Hey, man, I'm about to get in shape. I'm tired of being a fat slob. And then everybody watched when I got on Instagram and I said that prayer, I'm like, God, just make me lose all this weight today, God. I'm tired of being a fat slob. I don't want to be the fat rapper no more. And everybody just followed my progress and my journey since 2018. I engage with the world now because comparison is the killer of all joy. Because if I say something and they might just take a little piece of it and it go viral, but then when you go look at the real interview, you're going to be like, he really made a lot of sense. And that's what my mama said, man, don't even tell nobody. I know this going to sound weird. No, it don't sound weird. This me. I'm my authentic self. People gonna either accept you or they not. I was depressed. It was causing depression because comparison is the killer of all joy. I'm comparing my life to other people's highlight reel, and it was causing depression. Once I got off that and started engaging with the world, I'm like, man, people love me. People walk up to me and tell me, man, you changed my life. They don't really say that on Instagram. They say negative things.
All the time.
Of course.
Quiet is super peaceful at my palace.
Why is that?
I don't have any philosophical meaning to
Right.
anything like that. I just like to be around peace. And if you went through and experienced as much pain as I have, I've been through a tremendous amounts of pain, physically, mentally, spiritually. I've been through hell. In order to appreciate and understand great peace, you have to have went through and experienced great pain.
Sometimes that silence speaks louder than anything, but you know how to calm that down then.
It's super loud.
Yeah.
But like I say, I don't need to be distracted from anything. I love my solitude. I love my tranquility. I love my peacefulness.
Did all of these things just to realize that external things never add value, anything external. And it was like, the reason I called it broken men, because so many men go through that, feeling inadequate, not feeling good enough, feeling like they only as good as their ability to provide and to do. And because I still feel like that sometimes. Like what can I give? Did I do enough? And things of that nature. But I hate to sound like one of them, but you are enough. Like anything external doesn't add value. You are enough. I didn't know I was enough till I got to really know myself, and I'm like, man, I'm fly. And that's kind of like, I still like to wear jewelry and stuff for my brother, but at my listening part, I ain't even wear no jewelry. You gotta go back and face it.
That's right.
That was the hard part, going back and face your past. You gotta face it. You gotta face it. You gotta sit with it. And when you sit with it, it's gonna be very, very painful. like anybody listening right now, it's gonna be painful to go address these issues because there's a lot of stuff that we keep. We suppress things, and like you could suppress things for so long till one little thing could cause you to explode or implode. It's a trigger. So I had to go back and face a lot of these things. Some things I had to forgive myself for and move forward.
I wish I could still be in the matrix a lot of times, because once you walk this path, you can't go back if you try it. Like, I wish I could still be turning up. I don't really have any more social associates anymore, because I start going to bed early. But at the same time, the rewards and the benefits come from it because I have a greater self-worth now. I love myself more. I can't just say, man, I love myself, but I'm learning to love myself more. I'm learning to love the stranger that was once myself. And it shows, it's reflective in my disposition.
I used to hide the fact that I talk to myself, but now I promote the fact that I talk to myself because that's how I process things. I'm in tune with me. I don't want to understand. I want to develop an understanding, a cultivation of self. So that's why I hold myself accountable. I beat myself up so the world can't. Like, I'm not happy unless I honor the commitments I made to myself. I can't empower others if I'm not empowering myself. Spirituality, the act of breathing, real spirituality, remembering, the remembrance. Because every cell in your body holds memory, every cell.
Yes.
And when you're not in tune with yourself and you allowing yourself to be distracted, such as even sleeping with the phone in the room, especially women, they don't need to have the phone in the room at all because they're governed by the moon. And it disrupts the melatonin cycles. This when they get their psychic downloads.
Yep.
This is when they get their downloads, that wisdom that they can impute to me so I could go out and execute it. So it's, it works together. The sun being the strict father, that's the masculine, the mother earth, the feminine energy, the holy divine feminine and the sacred masculinity together as one. Reuniting with my authentic self. I was like so many others in the world, like living in a facade, showing you what I thought was acceptable, what I thought you wanted to see. The things that people don't like to look at, but I'm gonna tell the truth. I used to think that external things added value, but external things don't add value. Inside is what counts. And we condition like that from poverty-stricken situations because it's like, if I want the girl, I gotta have a car, I gotta have the money to get a girlfriend. We think that things give us happiness, but things don't make us happy. External things don't add value to who we are. It's us being who we are authentically. That's what adds the value.
Fatherhood didn't change me. The transition was made once I made the decision. Because a lot of times when you're in the streets, you can have an institutionalized way of thinking. And that's a lot of people that been in the streets. Like, you'll be like, he's so cold-hearted. It's not that we cold-hearted, but we know it's only a matter of time before we go back to jail. So I can't even love my children like I want to. I can't get close to my wife because when I go to jail, I don't want to be in there stressing about them. You the first person I'd have told this to. Like I say, I've overcame that. It took a lot of fighting with myself to overcome that. But that was me when I first had my daughter. It wasn't that I was of the responsibility of the child. I was afraid of being a letdown to them. So I couldn't love her like I wanted to because I felt like I'd go back to jail anytime and I don't want to be in jail. It's a weakness in jail. You miss your family. You crying. What's wrong with you? I walk the till where no tear should ever fall. I'm forever hard. Give me whatever charge. I walk whatever yard. That's the oath. That's the oath you take when you say you in the streets. So it had me to the point where I couldn't even love my own family.
When I pray, I just tell God I'm grateful and I'm thankful. Anything I want, I command a Ferrari, I command a Porsche if that's what I wanted. I command the things that I want, but I pray. When I pray, I'm just out of gratitude. I'm thankful for this, I'm thankful for that, I'm thankful for this. But anything I want, I manifest it. It just comes to me. I attract it. I gotta be very careful though, responsibility come with that. Cause I could attract the wrong thing. So I gotta be conscious if I have a thought, I can't loop in a negative thought. I gotta learn from the lesson and move on. Attach a positive connotation to it because I could attract that to me also. So I gotta just be, real cognitive with like my thoughts, because your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits. And I gotta beat myself up so the world can't beat me up. Because the world could be a cruel place at times, but it also could be a beautiful place because once you change your perspective, that's when miracles happen. And that's what I had to do, get out my own way and stop being a dummy.
My favorite is anything lost could be found again except for time wasted. And my favorite motivational quote was by Inky Johnson. He said, when you work hard for something, you develop a different type of attachment to it. And a person will have a cold day in hell before they try to take it from you. We live by this, we die by this. We don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. And every day I search my own soul. Every day.
And when you follow your heart, you always win. And like, I don't know who I'm speaking to right now, but it's a lot of people out there that's really want to do the right thing, but they put too much on themselves. I ain't just start out no vegan or just no. I did the small stuff. The little things add up to the big things. Like you start small and work your way. You know, like anybody that want to say get into fitness, I start out walking and drinking water. I wouldn't even change my diet. You start walking and drinking more water, you're not even gonna be hungry. A lot of time we eat and overeat and have hunger pains because we really be dehydrated. We get our moisture from the food. Our bodies are amazing. So I just say that. Wherever you at in life right now, you on the right path, you where you supposed to be. Don't rush it. Slow and steady, anything slow be for sure, anything fast don't last. Just you having that intention to wanna make those changes. You know, you're gonna start making them slowly. It's a gradual process. You know, look at it like you plant a seed. You still gotta water and nurture that seed even when you don't see nothing, even when you see a stick, twig. You know, you still gonna be nurturing and nurturing. Then you get the fruit at the end. But it's been in a journey, so you so invested in it not to where you. Best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. And the second best time to plant a tree is today. It's never too late to start. I love to hear that out of the I love it, y'all.
So I emotionally detoxed before I came up here because I don't want to project. Even with my son, he told me something one day and man, what is you? Hold on, I'm handling him bad. This mischecked, this unchecked aggression. Like, if I'm not in tune with myself, if I'm not happy, I can't make my children happy. I can't be the man I'm supposed to be for my family. If I got inner turmoil going on.
When I disconnect my Instagram and stop making comparisons, other people's highlight film, start living for me, like really appreciating the good things about myself, love what you have all that you need, and just start back just really engaging with myself and the world and stop comparing my life to what I should have and be thankful for what I do have. Because when we was walking, we was just happy to have a car. I just started letting the world get a glimpse of what I got going on. And that's just for like, to help people. It's healing. I don't show no big houses. I don't show none of that. I show the land, the earth. The earth is our mother. She was here long before us. She'll be here long after we leave. She's holy. She's sacred. We beat the earth up every day. We are parasitic in nature. We take and never give back. It's just people, parasites. Greedy people always get but never have. Less is truly more. It's truly more. Less is truly more. Because when you got too much, you ain't got room to receive your blessings. Your closet full of.
I see you.
Yeah.
Because I see myself in the picture. See, most people don't know who they are. So they can't see themselves in other people. I see you. Every time I look you in your eyes, I see you. Because I know who I am. I see myself. Yeah. Every time. I used to be that too.
Right. Explain.
I used to be running from myself. I used to be too hard for myself. I was caught up in ego. The false ego, the competitive nature.
Yeah, man.
I had to kill my ego. It's uncomfortable. It's very scary.
Yes.
It's very scary. And my ego is a beautiful thing because it got me to this point. Thank you for getting me to this point. But I don't need you anymore. But it's tricky because the ego really only there to keep us safe. It's only there to keep us safe. But it's tricky because it creeped back in. My sensei said it takes more courage to exhibit vulnerability than it does to be a tough guy.
I've been to heaven before, or what people call heaven. The scariest thing in the world. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And the gravitational pull, when you're there, it forces your face on the ground. Every head shall bow. shall confess. When it keep you in a depressed state, you spend more money on entertainment and like that. And external things to make yourself happy, but the only thing that can make you happy is fixing what's internal.
Inside.
No settling. You know what it is when it's a future. It's gonna be undeniable. It's gonna be without a doubt a contradiction. It's gonna be glorious. Most people never get that. We settle. Get stuck in the list. Everything that appears in our life, good or bad, is a great teacher. I look at humble as when you can be a legend and you great, and like when Rudyard Kipling said in that poem, if you could walk amongst kings but not lose the commoner's touch, then you will be a man, my son.
You don't take this important serious.
That's what I look at as being humble. Like, but I'm super humble. I try, cause all I can do is try my best. So that's what I look at as being humble. Like not bragging and boasting on myself.
Yeah.
I'm humble. I carry myself in humility. That's why I don't have to have 50 bodyguards, because I know how to stand and greet a man whenever he walk in the room. For me, I like fear because it keep me sharp. It keep me polished. And it's like, it's what's gonna make me push myself to that extra point. If you train hard, then the fight gonna be easy. I had to get by myself. And one of the biggest things I do, I keep self-inventory. I write down the things that I'm feeling, whatever it is, and I go back and answer them questions. I talk to myself. I used to think I was weird for doing it, then I read that all geniuses talk to themselves. I'm in tune with myself. I can be alone. Is it difficult? It is. A lot of people can't be alone with themselves. They gotta watch TV or play music to keep themselves distracted, because it's a lot of things that we suppress. Anything that happened in my life, good or bad, has been a great teacher to me. So it's about changing the perspective. Go back to that, revisit the situation that hurt you. What did you learn from it? And attach a positive emotion to it. And I notice it sound easier than done, because you got to go back and relive it. You know what I'm saying? But once you go back and you relive it, you realize that this was only gladiator school to train me for the next level.